Let's drive the 2025 Toyota Crown Nightshade. Hi, I'm Maggie Clark, Motor City Maggie, and I'm here in Los Angeles with the brand new 2025 Toyota Crown Nightshade Edition. This is the first model year for the Nightshade Edition, and if you're looking for a full tour of this vehicle, make sure you check it out now on my channel, Motor City Maggie. I'll link it here. Now, before we get into this test drive, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming automotive content. Well, let's take this baby for a ride, shall we? Thank you so much to Toyota for the loaner vehicle, and let's hit the road in Los Angeles. Before we get started on the drive, here is a little driver POV. We've got a really nice steering wheel design with this silver stitching, and we have our advanced driver assistance systems over here. This is for our adaptive cruise control. This is for our lane departure alert, and this is to set the distance between you and the vehicle in front of you. We have this nice bronze accent on the steering wheel, and to the left of the steering wheel, we have our trunk release button, our memory seats, 11 JBL speakers. Here are the tweeters on the A-pillars, and they sound really good. Behind the steering wheel, we have our multi-information display. It is all digital. It is so nice. Right now you can see I'm averaging 39.3 miles per gallon, and I still have 403 miles of range. And here is our 12.3-inch touchscreen display. It has the Toyota multimedia system and Apple CarPlay compatibility, Wi-Fi, Sirius XM. It's great. There's our navigation. I have different audio sources I can go through: Apple Music, Amazon Music, or my phone. Here is the energy flow monitor so you can see how the vehicle is operating as we drive. And it's just a really nice touchscreen. It's very responsive. I've got a push button start. I've got heated seats. I'm already rocking that, even though it's a fairly warm day in Los Angeles. And I also have cooled seats, which feel really funny. If you've never sat in a ventilated seat before, it really does blow cool air up your behind. It does feel good on a hot day. I have a heated steering wheel with auto or 1 or 2 levels. This is my wireless charging pad. My phone goes in vertically like this, which is really nice. And I've got 2 USB ports right here, and this is where I can store my key. I've got a little divider here that I can remove if I want, but I've got 2 cup holders that fit my water bottle nicely. But you can see that this bronze accent goes all the way across the dash and on the air vent, even on the volume knob. And on the seat design, we have this really beautiful bronze piping and silver stitching. And then here is a look at the back seat. I also have this really nice panoramic moonroof, but it does not open and it has a sunshade. One thing I've always really liked about the Toyota Crown and now on the Crown Signia is the 2 screens have a flush design. They have this nice straight level that attaches the multi-information display to the touchscreen, so you have a really streamlined look. Take a look at the shift knob. It is a very similar setup to the Toyota Prius if you are familiar with driving that. The Toyota Crown and the Crown Signia have the same setup as well, and we have the bronze accent there, and it is a little joystick. It is so much fun. You go over and up for reverse, and my backup camera automatically came on, of course, and then over and down for drive. Now we also have back for B, which is downhill braking, so you can maximize your braking power to charge up your battery while you're driving. And then we have P for park. We also have drive modes. We have sport, normal, eco, and custom. There's also an EV button if you want to run your battery as long as possible. This is ideal for when you're sitting in a parking structure or in a parking lot like I'm doing right now. Okay, let's drive the 2025 Toyota Crown Nightshade. Now when we shift into drive, I've got my foot on the brake, over and up, release. I'm in reverse. I've got my backup camera on, and here we go. To go into drive, I go over and back, release, and I'm in drive. So the Toyota Crown is a hybrid. It comes standard as a hybrid. That's the only way they make it. It is available with 2 hybrid powertrains, however. There's a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder hybrid powertrain with an electric motor, and that's the one that I'm driving now. That's available on the first 3 trim levels, the XLE, the Limited, and the Nightshade. The other trim level is a turbo hybrid that's called the Hybrid Max. It's that same 2.4 liter turbocharged engine paired with an electric motor. So you've got a turbo, and that's going to give you a big jump in horsepower, but it is going to reduce your gas mileage. And that one only comes on the Platinum Edition. So with the hybrid that I'm driving here, I'm expecting to get an average of 41 miles per gallon. So I have been driving this for about a week now, and I'm at about 39 miles per gallon, but I do have a heavy foot. Horsepower on the Toyota Crown is 236. And if you were to get the Hybrid Max on the Platinum, that'll bring you up to 340 horsepower. We are merging onto the famous 405 in Los Angeles, and I'm definitely expecting there to be traffic. It is almost 5 p.m., and we're going to test out the advanced driver assistance systems. Wow, it looks like the traffic is going in the opposite direction right now. Right now I'm heading north on the 405 and heading south on the 405. It looks really hairy. So one thing that I love about the Toyota Crown is that it has a blind spot monitor that is not only standard, but it has a audio warning. So when you turn it on, did you hear that? And there's someone in your blind spot, you will actually hear a chime letting you know that it is not safe for you to get over. However, if you just leave your turn signal indicator on, it's not going to continue to chime, even if there are people in your blind spot. So you have to look over at your mirror indicator, and if it's flashing, then someone is in your blind spot, and it's not safe to get over. I just turned on the energy monitor. This is something that you will find in Toyota hybrids, and you can see the flow of energy through the vehicle. So when I am braking, you will see power go into the battery. When I am accelerating, you will see power either come from the battery or the electric motor to the front wheels. And this is a great way to understand hybrids, because a lot of people think that you are either always using the gas or the electric at certain stages, whether you're going a certain speed or if you are stationary. However, that's not true. There's a computer that runs the system that is constantly making these decisions for you and will constantly switch back and forth between gas and electric, or will use both at the same time, because it's trying to determine what is the most efficient way to run the vehicle to get the best gas mileage. The acceleration is really good on the Toyota Crown. It feels great. I don't feel like I'm lacking for any speed. I would like to test drive the Hybrid Max just to compare the two, but so far it has been really fun to drive and very responsive to both my accelerating and braking. I just passed a Toyota Mirai, a hydrogen fuel cell vehicle that Toyota sells in California, and a BZ4X, Toyota's battery electric vehicle. I think I'm going to be in traffic for a long time when I turn around. I just got blasted by the sun. Woo! What's up? I just want to say you look amazing. Oh my gosh. That's so nice. You too. Take care. Bye. I just got randomly hit on at this stoplight. That was really sweet. Now we are on the 405 going south, where all the traffic is, baby. So let's get into it. That guy made me smile. Aw. I'm ready to go into dynamic radar cruise control, which is part of Toyota's Safety Sense, which is a standard package on the Crown and on most of their vehicles that includes a suite of standard safety features at no extra cost. So I have this adaptive cruise control, and I'm going to just press this button, and I am automatically in adaptive cruise control. But it set my speed to 19 miles per hour, so I'm going to press the plus button, and I'll bring it up to about 50, even though I don't anticipate going that fast. But my vehicle definitely sped up to catch up with this white vehicle in front of me, and I'm going to set my distance. Right now I'm at 3 car lengths. I'm going to go down to 2, and if we really get jammed up, I'm going to go down to 1, but only if we're going very slowly, because if I don't have just 1 car length in front of me, then people will cut me off in Los Angeles. I've got my feet flat on the floor. I am not braking or accelerating. I've got my hands lightly on the steering wheel, and it also has lane keep assist. So it is making little adjustments to keep me centered in the lane. So if I take my hands off the wheel, you can see that the steering wheel is moving slightly. Although if you have your hands off the wheel for more than a few seconds, it will give you a notification to put your hands back on. But now I can just relax, and this really reduces driver fatigue. I love having adaptive cruise control in Los Angeles and in any big city, really, because traffic can be so exhausting and stressful. And having your vehicle make those adjustments for you and just not having to worry about braking and accelerating as much is really great. Although you always do have to stay alert so you can take control if necessary. So the vehicle was stopped too long, so I have to lightly press on the accelerator to have it go forward again. One thing I really like about the Crown's adaptive cruise control is it's a one-touch activation. On my RAV4 Hybrid XSE that I have, it's a year 2023, I have to press the button to turn on the adaptive cruise control, and then I have to press the word set in order to set the speed. So it just said, hey, put your hands on the steering wheel. So anyway, instead of having to press 2 buttons on the steering wheel to activate the cruise control, I only have to press 1 on the Crown. I think the new Camry is like that too. Since I'm going so slow, I'm going to put the vehicle in eco mode so I can really optimize my gas mileage while I am crawling down the 405. So I really like the handling of the Toyota Crown. Like I said, I drive a RAV4, so I'm used to a higher ride. I'm used to a little bumpier ride, a different suspension. And on the Crown, it feels really smooth. This is a really nice, comfortable, smooth ride. The center of gravity is lower, so I feel like I'm very stable. Like all 4 wheels are just really gripping the road. I feel like it's a very quiet interior. I feel like the handling and the steering is really solid, really smooth. It just is a nice, comfortable, enjoyable ride. It feels really good. It feels like I'm driving a Lexus. So now I'm really in bumper to bumper traffic. So I'm going to go down to 1 car length because I already was just cut off. So I want to close that gap between the vehicle in front of me so I can just stay focused on following the white vehicle in front of me now. One thing I really like about the Toyota Crown is the ride height. It sits up 4 inches higher than the Toyota Camry, and that not only gives you better visibility, but it also makes it easier to get in and out of the vehicle. So I feel like the hip point is a lot better than a lot of sedans because of the ride height, so you don't have that struggle to get in and out. And the visibility is really good. I don't feel like I'm lacking any visibility at all. I think that I definitely have a good view of the road all the way around. I'm about to go to the grocery store, and I'm going to go to Whole Foods and get some groceries. Stay hydrated. Waymo. Waymos are self-driving cars. They look goofy, but it's pretty innovative. It's really foggy today. One thing that I do wish that was on the Toyota Crown that I do have on my Toyota RAV4 is panoramic view cameras. I have 360-degree cameras on my Toyota RAV4, and it makes parking so easy. Every time my vehicle slows down to 10 miles per hour or less, all my cameras come on. And there are no cameras apart from the backup camera on the Toyota Crown. I was really surprised about that. It does come with parking assist sonar, so that's helpful if I'm getting too close to something when I am driving forward. So if I'm pulling into a parking space or parallel parking and pulling up behind another car, it will alert me, and there is automatic braking if I get too close to whatever's in front of me. But I really wish I had those cameras. This is what it looks like when you have the parking assist sonar, and I would prefer a front-facing camera instead, but this is definitely helpful. Here are your backup guidelines, and that is your rear parking assist sonar. Okay, I got my groceries in there, and it doesn't even make a dent in that cargo space because there is a lot of it. Well, what did you think of the 2025 Toyota Crown Nightshade? Make sure you give this video a like and a nice comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming automotive content. Thanks so much again to Toyota for lending me this really beautiful vehicle. I loved it. Enjoy the rest of your day and motor on. Bye.